Chapter 1. Turning the Tide. Mira Elenwood was a woman who lived a life of elegance and love until it all crumbled in an instant. On the night of her 40th birthday, Mira and her husband Adrian were ambushed in their estate by their closest friends, her cousin Evelyn, her business partner Victor, and Adrian's ambitious brother Dorian. They sought to claim Mira's vast wealth and Adrian's political power, leaving the couple lifeless as their home burned to ashes. As Mira's consciousness faded into darkness, she whispered her final thought: "If only I had time to stop this." When she woke, Mira was in her old apartment, the sun streaming through sheer curtains. She gasped, bolting upright. Her reflection in the mirror confirmed the impossible. She was 30 years old again, 10 years before her death. Her husband was alive, their enemies still trusted allies, and her fortune and legacy were intact. This wasn't just a second chance, it was a miracle. Chapter 2. A Plan of Justice. Unlike the first time, Mira would not walk blindly into betrayal. She began by investigating her enemies, feigning warmth while gathering intelligence on their ambitions and weaknesses. Evelyn had always envied Mira's position as the heir to the family fortune. Victor had been quietly siphoning company funds for years. And Dorian. His jealousy of Adrian was the linchpin of their murderous scheme. But this time, Mira was no naive pawn. She confided in Adrian, who initially struggled to accept her story, but couldn't deny her sincerity or knowledge of future events. Together, they became an unbreakable team, determined to protect their lives and future. Chapter 3. Turning the tables first, they targeted Victor. Mira carefully documented his financial misdeeds and leaked the evidence to the board of directors. To further destabilize him, Adrian used his political connections to block Victor's attempts to secure new business deals. By the time Mira confronted him, Victor was cornered. She offered him a deal. He would sign over his shares in the company and leave quietly, or face criminal charges. Victor chose exile, humiliated and powerless. Next came Evelyn. Mira subtly manipulated family dynamics to expose Evelyn's greed, ensuring the rest of the family distanced themselves from her. She also uncovered a series of underhanded deals Evelyn had made to position herself as Mira's successor. In a dramatic family meeting, Mira revealed the evidence, stripping Evelyn of her influence and inheritance. Evelyn fled the city in disgrace. Finally, Mira and Adrian turned their sights on Dorian. Knowing his thirst for power, they baited him with a fabricated political opportunity that seemed to align with his ambitions. However, the opportunity was a carefully constructed trap. As Dorian tried to manipulate his way into prominence, Adrian exposed his underhanded tactics to their political allies. Dorian's reputation crumbled, leaving him an outcast in the very circles he sought to control. Chapter 4. A New Beginning. With their enemies defeated, Mira and Adrian refocused on their future. They strengthened their business empire, ensuring the wealth and power they built were insulated from betrayal. Mira used her knowledge of events to make smart investments, transforming their company into an unshakable powerhouse. Adrian, free from Dorian's shadow, flourished in his political career, using his influence to bring meaningful change. On the 10th anniversary of the day Mira was reborn, she and Adrian stood together in the garden of their estate, an estate they had rebuilt to symbolize their triumph over those who sought to destroy them. The sun set in vibrant hues of orange and pink as Mira looked up at Adrian, her heart swelling with gratitude and love. "We did it," she whispered. Adrian wrapped an arm around her shoulders, pressing a kiss to her temple. "We did. And now, no one can take this from us." As the couple watched the sky shift into twilight, Mira knew her second chance had been worth every moment. Their love, once nearly extinguished by betrayal, had become the cornerstone of a brighter, unshakable future. Together, they had turned the tide, reclaiming not just their lives but their happiness.